just frequency in use, please. Is the frequency in use? Checking one more time. Is the frequency in use, please? Is this frequency in use? CQ calling CQ. Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor. Mike 0 Oscar Papa Victor calling CQ. CQ calling CQ on 40 for Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor. M0 OPV calling CQ 40 and listening, over.
Charlie Tango 7 Alpha Zulu Tango.
Yeah, good signal. Charlie Tango 7 Alpha Zulu Tango. Here is Mike 0 Oscar Papa Victor. A very good evening to you, and many thanks for returning to the call. Great signal here. You're 5x9 plus here into the small island, just off the south coast of the UK. The name of the island is the Isle of Wight. We're on the western side of the coast, QSL.
Yeah, Roger, Finn. Mike 0 OPV CT7AZP. Yeah, we've worked before, and I'm also familiar. Well, I've never been to the Isle of Wight, but I've worked for BT Marine in South Africa for a few years, so I know exactly where you are. You're 10 over 9, yes, the crashing signal into northern Portugal. Name is Martin, Mike Alpha Radio Tango Yankee November, and the QTH is northern Portugal, 100 kilometers north of the city of Porto, very close to the Rio Minho, the border with Spain. Over to you, Clint. Mike 0 OPV CT7AZP.
Yeah, okay, Martin. Well, great to hear you once again. And as I say, really nice conditions here on 40 metres this evening. Fantastic signals all round. I've only just got onto the band, and I can see lots and lots of stations right across 40. So hoping for a fairly active evening. And as I say, good signal as always with me there, Martin. Anywhere between 5.9 and 10 dBs over on the peaks. But it's good to hear you. And as I say, hopefully the propagation will be in full swing here this evening. And as I say, you're the first contact here in the log. So really appreciate the call. Everything's pretty much the same as previous. Still on the Anan G2, peaking at 400 watts. And the antennas, the ultra beam, beaming roughly down towards your direction there, Martin, over.
Yeah, Roger. M0 OPV CT7AZP. Yeah, very similar here. Well, not quite the same. My app, OM2000 Plus, has got a hard fault. A fuse problem. I've been on to the manufacturer, but not had a response yet. But waiting to hear what they say before I sort of delve into it. Running a SCDX10, ACOM 1010, 700 watts, the homebrew version. Back to you, Chris. M0 OPV CT7AZT.
Yeah, fine. CT7AZT from M0 OPV. Yeah, wonderful stuff. Well, as I say, sounding good and complemented with the fantastic signal here with me there, Martin. Really real armchair copy. And actually, if you get a chance, I'm live streaming. So if you go to the QRZ page, there will be a link straight to the YouTube channel, and then you can see exactly how you're sounding with me. But yeah, wonderful to hear you this evening, Martin, and I hope all is well, and I hope temperatures are still holding up nicely down there in Portugal. We are fairly blessed here at the moment, I have to say, with the WX. Fairly warm temperatures here today, again about 15 degrees, so pretty good for this time of year, so I kind of hope it continues. Anyway, thanks very much for the call there, Martin. I'll let you go, and as I say, really appreciate the call once again. Always good to hear you, and as I say, fantastic signals, so well done on the wonderful signal coming through here to the island. All the best from me there, Martin, and I wish you a very good evening. Charlie Tango 7 Alpha Zulu Tango, Mike 0 Oscar Papa Victor, 73s for now, over.
Mike 0 Oscar Papa Victor, Charlie Tango 7 Alpha Zulu Tango. Yeah, fine, thanks for the sound, and until next time. Signal spot on, you're speaking 10 over 9 and tracking audience, so everything else is 15. 73, M0 OPV, CT7AZT. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks very much, Martin. All the best to you, and wish you a very good evening. Calling QRZ40, Mike Zero, Oscar, Papa Victor, isn't it?
2 Echo Zero, Sierra Victor Juliet.
Delta Germany 1, Foxtrot Hotel America.
Station Hotel Alpha, just stand by. Firstly, 2 Echo Zero, Sierra Victor Tango. Good evening. You're 59 plus to the west coast of the Isle of Wight, over.
It was 2E0 XVJ Juliet, sorry.
Sorry, was it Sierra Victor Juliet, over?
Yeah, 2 Echo Zero, Sierra Victor Juliet. Yeah, you came back with a Tango, it was a Juliet. I did say a Juliet, but I mean rubbish. Back to you, sorry.
My fault, Stuart. It's my handwriting. I was scribbling everything down a bit too quick there and made the J look like a T. But anyway, very good evening to you there, Stuart, and nice to hear this evening. And you're also 59 plus here with me. Nice signal and nice audio coming through, Stuart, over.
Yeah, no worries, Clint. Nice to speak to you again. You're a lovely signal, plus 20, and the audio's fantastic. Ultimately to London, but you're working very well, booming into great wagering. Over.
Yeah, fantastic there, Stuart. Yeah, thanks very much for the kind comments, and I can also see from the log here that we spoke about a month ago. So good to hear in there, mate. And as I say, looks like we're in for some pretty good conditions here on 40, over.
Absolutely, mate. It is good tonight. I'm really pleased for once. The conditions are. I'm making some fantastic contacts on 10 metres as well, to be honest. So it is hopefully looking up, Clint. Over.
Yeah, no, well, last week was very, very quiet. So hopefully this evening at least will be nice and active here on 40. I thought we'd start off here, Stuart, and see how things go. But as I say, I'm live streaming, so you can listen back to yourself. Roughly only about 6 or so minutes, or 7 minutes in, so you'll be able to see how good you're sounding this evening. But lovely 10 dBs over the S9 on that last transmission. All the best then, Stuart. I'll try and catch the next station that was calling at the same time, but I really appreciate the call and wish you a very good evening. All the best till next time. 2 Echo Zero, Sierra Victor Juliet, Mike Zero, Oscar Papa Victor. Thanks, Stuart, and 73's over.
Many thanks, Clint. 73.
73's and the station ending Hotel Alpha. Go ahead.
Oscar Papa Victor, is this correct?
That's correct, over.
Okay, a very good evening to you. This is Delta Germany 1 Foxtrot Hotel Alpha DG1 FHA, and my name, the handle is France, Foxtrot Romeo Alpha November Zulu, and I'm located around about 80 kilometers far away from Cologne, and the city name here is Attendorn. It's a small village, around about 22,500 people will live here, so not one of the biggest cities here in Germany. Back to you, to Mike Zero, Oscar Papa Victor. This is Delta Germany 1 Foxtrot Hotel Alpha.
Yeah, QSL Delta Juliet 1 Fox Hotel Alpha from Mike Zero, Oscar Papa Victor. Yeah, fine. Very good evening to you, Fran, and thanks very much for the call. Nice to hear you this evening. I hope all is well. First station there from Germany here to the west coast of the Isle of Wight. And as I say, absolutely booming through. Really nice transmission. Wonderful audio coming through, and well over the S9, and of course a solid Radio 5 into the west coast of the Isle of Wight. Fran, over.
Okay, you have also a very good signal here. You are 5.9 plus 15 in the peak, and the audio is also good without any issues. Nice to see and to hear. But please give me your name, your first name.
Yeah, sure, Fran. The name is Clint, like Charlie, Lima, India, November Tango. And as I say, we're on the far western side of the Isle of Wight, QSL.
Okay, Clint. Now you are peaking 20/9 here at my location. I think the conditions are really good this evening. Working conditions here, Clint. I use a simple dipole, 2 times 20 meter long with a ladder line, connected to a symmetrical tuner from Polestar. The transceiver is an Yaesu FTDX 5000 MP, and the output power is something around 650 watts PEP at the moment. And the microphone is an RE20, Clint. Back to the Isle of Wight, to the west coast, to Mike Zero, Oscar Papa Victor. This is Delta Germany 1 Foxtrot Hotel Alpha.
Yeah, QSL there, Fran. Yeah, wonderful stuff, and compliments, as I say, on the station. Wonderful audio coming through, and well, you're sounding like a local with me, that's for sure. Wonderful, very, very strong signal, and as I say, all sounding good with me there, Fran. Station this way, the radio is the Apache Labs and ARN G2, and running the Thetis software here, peaking around 400 watts, and antennas and ultra beam beaming straight towards your direction, Fran. Over.
Yeah, okay, you have really a great signal here. And do you have the Apache Lab last version with the higher power included in the transceiver, Clint, or which version do you have with the G2?
Oh yeah, no, I saw that one. This is the first version, so it's just 100 watts, but I have the one with the monitor built into the radio, so I have the sort of two choices, Fran. So as I say, I know they do one which is just a straightforward black box, but this one is with the monitor screen there. Over.
Yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah, we have really a great signal. Now the signal is 59 plus 15 dB. Here, 80 kilometers far away from Cologne, Clint. Yeah, Clint, I wish you all the best. I wish you a great evening and a great coming weekend. It was a pleasure to talk to you. For the final, back to you, to the Isle of Wight. Clint, to Mike 0, Oscar Papa Victor. This is Delta, Germany 1, Foxtrot Hotel Alpha.
Yeah, okay then, Fran. Well, pleasure's all mine. Thank you very much for the nice QSO here this evening. I say wonderful evening here on the island, very still and mild conditions for the time of year. So nice to end the day with some radio activity. But all the best to you, Fran. Keep up the good work. As I say, you can listen back to yourself on the live stream. There is a link there on my QRZ page. But in the meantime, all the best to you. And of course, we'll be listening out for you further down. Delta Juliet 1, Fox Hotel Alpha, Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor, 73s, and good evening. Over.
Okay, Clint, but the call sign is not Delta. It's Delta Germany, Delta Golf 1 Foxtrot Hotel Alpha, by the way. But no problem at all. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks very much there, Fran. And yeah, it's my handwriting, HI. I must improve. But yeah, all the best, mate. You take care. 73s. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hotel Bravo 9, Sierra Hotel India.
Yeah, take the was that HB9, Hotel Bravo 9. Go ahead.
Hotel Bravo 9, Sierra Hotel India.
Yeah, fine, Daniel. Hotel Bravo 9, Sierra Hotel India. Lovely signal. You're 59 plus to the west coast of the Isle of Wight. Names Clint, like Charlie, Lima, India, November Tango. QSL.
Yes, Alan, good evening, Clint. Thanks for picking me up. You are booming. You are 59 plus 10 into Switzerland, and I'm working with 100 watts. And my antenna is only an 8 wire 5 meter over ground, so 59 plus is great, though.
Yeah, fantastic there, Daniel. Well, you're doing a fantastic job. Really nice signal coming through to the island this evening. And you're the first one from Switzerland, so great to get you in the log this evening, Daniel. Over.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's fine. Clint, it was a pleasure to meet you for the first time. I wish you good day, and I hope we meet again, no?
Yeah, thanks very much for the call there, Daniel. And as I say, pleasure's all mine, but you're making the trip. Wonderful signal and great audio coming through. All the best till next time. HB9 SHI from M0OPV. 73s, mate. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Clint. All the best, and 73. Mike 6. India,
calling QRZ on 40 from Mike 0, Ocean, Papa Victor, listener.
Mike 6. India, X-ray.
Yeah, they're not too strong, but was there Mike 6 again?
Mike 6. India, X-ray Hotel, point.
Yeah, QSL, Mike 6, India X-Ray Hotel. Very good evening to you, and thanks again for coming back to the call. Nice to make the acquaintance with you, Robert, and hope all is well. Name here is Clint, like Charlie, Lima, India, November Tango. QTH is on the far south coast of the UK, onto the small island called the Isle of Wight. QSL.
Good. Over.
Yeah, fine. Thanks very much there, Robert. And as I say, yeah, good to hear. I believe it's the first contact, so of course, hopefully first of many. And again, you're the first signal from Scotland, from the north down to the south. So yeah, your good signal. You're 5x9 there with me, Robert. Over. Yeah, just I think I got the question. Your just signals just fading slightly there, and some QRM from another frequency, well, station operating close by. But yeah, I think he was asking on the audio side there. Well, as I say, a little bit quiet just because there's a little bit of QSB on your signal, but it's certainly nice and clear when the band allows there. Robert, over.
Right, I'll go and try something up with and see what might. Let's still continue all day, but we'll do 73 now, and we'll get into what's in here on your
Yeah, okay then, Robert. Well, thanks very much for stopping by. I really appreciate you taking the time, and of course, wish you a very good evening, and all the best till next time. Mike 6 India X-Ray Hotel, Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor. 73s, mate. Bye-bye. Yeah, okay, I think it was the Mike 7 station. The Mike 7 station, go ahead. Is that Mike 7 Hotel Whiskey Mike?
Yeah, that's correct. That's to Mike 0 Oscar Papa Victor. Is that correct, over?
Yeah, QSL. I think I got the call sign correct. As I say, there's another station that's transmitting fairly close by, making it a little bit tricky at times. But I think I got the Mike 7 Hotel Whiskey Mike. The call sign here is Mike 0 Oscar Papa Victor. QTH here is on the south coast of the UK, on the west side of the Isle of Wight. Over.
Yeah, that's great. My name is Nick. That's November India Charlie Kilo from Portland, Jersey, in the Channel Islands. Over another island there.
Ah, fantastic there, Nick. Wow, it's good to hear you this evening. And as I say, really appreciate the call. I hope all is well on the Channel Islands. And as I say, unfortunately the logging software is playing up slightly. So I'm not sure if you was on maybe Jersey or Guernsey there, Nick. Over.
That's Jersey, so we're the bigger of the two islands, well, of the Channel Islands, and some would argue the superior, but that could be argued, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, anyway, you're making the trip. That's the most important thing. And as I say, there is another station that's fairly close by, which is just causing a few issues, but equally I can still hear you loud and clear. And as I say, when allows, you're a good solid 5 and 9 there, Nick. Over.
Likewise, you're 5 and 9 and 15 and 20.
Yeah, thanks very much for the great report. And as I say, hopefully we won't have too much QRM throughout the evening, but it is rather tricky at times. Anyway, thanks very much for the contact, Nick. It's great to hear you for the first time. And of course, always good to hear another fellow islander. You take care, mate. Enjoy the evening. And I'll say 7-3s for now. Mike 7, Hotel Whiskey Mike. Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor. Bye-bye.
And Mike Juliet 7 Hotel
Mike 7 Tango Juliet Tango. Mike 7 Tango Juliet Tango.
Okay, what's another Mike 7? Mike 7 Tango Juliet Tango. Good evening. You're 59 plus into the Isle of Wight. Over.
Good evening, Tim Doncaster, over.
Yeah, QSL Tim. And very good evening to you. And I can also see from the log here that we spoke to one another about 5 months ago. So good to hear you again, and I hope all is well there, Tim. Over.
It is, and fine, thank you. You're building here, 5 and 9 coming through, crystal clear over. I'm on 20 watts, still being on foundation at the moment.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Okay then, Tim. Yeah, well, it's good to hear you. And as I say, really appreciate the call here this evening. And I'm multitasking here. As I say, I have the live stream up and running. So speaking to another good friend of mine, Gary, who I think's going to be popping around here shortly. So we may change operators in good time. But nice to hear you though, Tim. And as I say, you're sounding good with me here into the island. All the best, mate. Enjoy the evening. M7TJT from M0OPV. 7-3s. Bye-bye.
7-3, guys.
Mike 0, X-ray, Charlie Lima.
Yeah, so station ending, Lima, go ahead.
Florida Bravo.
Maybe station with X-ray Lima in the call.
Mike 0, X-ray, Charlie Lima.
Yeah, Mike 0, X-ray Charlie Lima. Good evening from Mike 0, Oscar Papa Victor. You're also 5x9 into the Isle of Wight, over.
Yeah, mate, thanks for your 5 and 9. My name is Chris. QTH is the furthest point east of the UK. South of the border. Contact you for the island. It's a favourite place for my wife and I. We holiday there quite regular. And it's my first contact there, so I'm quite pleased with that. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. Did you say the operator name was Chris, over?
Yes.
Roger. That's okay. I just was typing it in on QRZ there, and it didn't come up with the name. So yeah, nice to hear you there, Chris. I hope all is well. And yeah, got the QTH there in Bradford. And as I say, nice conditions here on 40. I'm just kind of hoping that the other station that's causing a bit of QRM will move along shortly and make it a little bit easier for me. But anyway, good to hear you there, Chris. As I say, we're on the west side of the Isle of Wight here this evening. And as I say, you're a good solid 5 and 9. Rundown here on the station, radio's the Anan G2, 400 watts out, and the antenna's the Ultra Beam. Roger.
Yes, so thanks for all the information
Yeah, I'm just outside the town of Freshwater, Chris, so kind of between Freshwater and Yarmouth there, over.
Yes, night wear. I'll leave this to it so you can get a few more contacts. Speaking to you. Thank you, please. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah, okay then, Chris. Yeah, fantastic. Well, thanks very much for taking the time, and it's good to make the contact. Hopefully first of many. In the meantime, a very good evening to you there, Chris. You take care, and good DX. M0XCL, M0OPV. 7-3s, mate. Bye-bye. Calling QRZ here on 40 metres for Mike 0, Ocean, Papa Victor, listening.
Mike 7, Fox Whiskey Juliet.
Mike 7, Fox Whiskey Juliet. Good evening to you, and once again, thanks very much for coming back to the call. I'll give you a proper report on the next over, but firstly, the name here is Clenslide, Charlie Lima, India November Tango. QTH is on the Isle of Wight, over.
Roger, yeah, good evening. The name here is Echo Delta, and I've got you 5 and 9 fifth 5 there. The QTH is Mini, just north of the British Coventry,
Yeah, Roger there. Yeah, well, nice to make the acquaintance with you. I believe it's the first contact according to the logging software here, and of course, hopefully first of many. Well, you're 5x9, peaking 510 dBs over with me, Ed, over.
Roger, yeah, similar to you, 5 and 9 plus 5, sometimes going up to the plus 10 also. The work this way, the A2ST991, and 30 metres of wire, that's about 25 watts, so very well. Basically all I can do on this level of light. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, well, it's definitely doing a fine job there. As I say, we have some lovely conditions here this evening on 40. Everyone's certainly well over the S9 so far, so long may it continue. But yeah, sounding great with me, Ed, and the antenna's doing a fantastic job there. Nice steady signal with me there, over.
Yeah, Roger. He's definitely got some funny conditions today, especially on the very high up band. I'm hearing the Newtown Island on 20 metres, which I normally don't. So there's been some funny conditions on HF all around today. And yeah, 40 metres has been absolutely rammed. I'm surprised you've actually managed to find a clear frequency.
Yeah, well, that's the trouble. It's yeah, it's often a struggle here trying to find a clear frequency, I must admit. But yeah, so far this has been okay, albeit that the other station that's fairly close by. But as I say, everyone is perfectly readable. But if we didn't have that QRM, I think that we'd have a much clearer frequency. Anyway, thanks very much for the call there, Ed. It's a pleasure to meet you here on 40. And you can have a listen back there on qrz.com as a link to the YouTube page. But I wish you a very good evening and appreciate you taking the time. M7FWJ, M0OPV, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. 73s and thanks for the nice chat. M7FWJ, Chris.
Yeah, 73s, all the best to you, Ed. You take care. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
QRZ calling QRZ 40 from Mike Zero Ocean Papa Victor listening. QRZ 40 calling QRZ on 40 meters from Mike Zero Oscar Papa Victor M0OPV calling QRZ 40 and listening.
Mike India 3, Juliet, Hotel Foxtrot.
Sorry, the Mike India 3 again?
Yeah, Mike India 3, Juliet, Hotel Foxtrot.
Mike India 3, Juliet Hotel Fox, good evening. Thanks very much for coming back to call. I think you may have been calling a few times before, but you just were a little bit weak on the signal. But so far, I'll give you a proper report on the next over, but you're definitely a little bit stronger this time. Clint is the name here, like Charlie Lima, India November Tango. QTH is on the west coast of the Isle of Wight. Roger. Yeah, QSL the 5 and 9 there, John, and well, you're also 5 by 9 here. As I say, band's been pretty good over the last 20 minutes, but I think it's just taken a slight dive, so hopefully it will come back. Otherwise, we may QSY to 20 meters, but we'll see how things go. But nice to make the acquaintance with you, and you're definitely making the trip into the west coast there, John. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger, Chris. Yeah, I'm happy with the 5 9, just running QRT. 2.5 distance, on a great QST 1.7 into 1.5 QSL.
Yeah, QSL there, John. Well, it's working nicely. Very nice transmission. Good signal coming through. So compliments to you on the station. Here I'm using the Apache Labs, an RNG2, 400 watts on the peak, and the antenna's an ultra beam. But I'm beaming out towards more towards the northeast at the moment, John. But equally, as I say, you're coming through fine. Over.
Yeah, just want to say your audio is fantastic. Make sure your audio is
Yeah, okay then, John. Well, appreciate you taking the time here this evening. As I say, hopefully we'll catch one another before too long. But in the meantime, wish you 7-3s and have a great evening. All the best to you, John. MI3JHF, M0OPV. 7-3s, mate.
Thanks for the contact, Chris. Have a nice evening, mate.
73s, bye-bye. Calling QRZ 40, M0OPV. Listening.
Mike 6.
A couple of stations calling. I didn't. I wasn't able to catch anyone's call sign, so please QRZ again. Is that station Juliet Fox Delta? Yeah, sorry, I'm missing the prefix. So I have the suffix Juliet Fox Delta again. Could you give me the call sign a couple of times. As I say, you're not too strong at the moment, over. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure I got it correct. Was it 2 Mike 0 Juliet Fox Delta? 2 Mike 0 Juliet Fox Delta, is that correct?
That's correct, over.
I got you that time. Yeah, I think the band's it's definitely changing at the moment. And as I say, it's tricky to hear everyone from time to time. So maybe we'll try a different band in a moment. But anyway, very good evening to you there, Roderick. Hope all is well. Thanks very much for your patience. And I'll give you a rundown here. The name is Clint, like Charlie Lima, India, November Tango. QTH here is on the west coast of the Isle of Wight. And I'll give you a proper report on the next over there. Go ahead.
Yes, 5-9, running a band upwind of your 7-5
Yeah, okay, yeah, right. Well, thanks very much for the 5-9. You're also 5-9, sometimes peaking a little bit over there, but rather quiet on the audio side. But that could be more down to the band conditions, over.
Yeah, I'm just running this, just the way the 7-10, just on
Yeah, okay, well, I'm not going to keep it too long there, as I say, it's rather tricky, but you're certainly in the log, and I appreciate you taking the time here this evening. And as I say, hopefully next time around we'll have better conditions between us. But in the meantime, I wish you a very good evening. All the best till next time. And 73's here from myself here on the island. 2 Mike 0 Juliet Fox Delta. Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor. 73's, mate. Bye bye.
73. Papa Delta 1.
I'm just going to see if I can catch one or two more calls. I think we may try a different band, but calling QRZ 40, Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor, standing by.
Mexico 7, Fox Lima Lima.
Okay, was it Mike 7 station?
Mike 7, Fox Lima Lima, over.
Yeah, fine, Mike 7, Fox Lima Lima. Yeah, very good evening to you, and many thanks for coming back to the call. Good evening to you, Roger. Hope all is well. And nice to catch you here once again on 40 Meters. See from the log that we last spoke back in 1st of August, a couple of months ago there, or 3 months ago, should I say. So hope all is well, mate. And as I say, your signal's definitely a bit stronger than the previous couple of stations. But once again, I'll confirm on the next over. M7FLL from M0OPV, over.
Yep, good evening, Clint. Good to hook up with you again and get you in the log again on this band. Yep, good signal here tonight into Woodbridge, 5-9 plus 20, no problem at all. There's a little bit of batter from German station, a little bit higher up than us, but no problem with you at all, over.
Yeah, I can hear the other station there. He's been quite strong at times. And of course a little bit of QRM, but I think the band is pretty much jam-packed, so it's all a case of fighting for a clear frequency, but I don't think it's going to happen for any time soon there, Roger. But anyway, I hope all is well, mate. As I say, it's been a little while since we last spoke, but everything's pretty much the same there this side. I had a couple of days off here, so wanted to see what the conditions were like on the radio, and being that the kids are off school, we've pretty much given them all my time today, so I said to the wife I'd check out the radio and maybe have an hour or two here this evening and see what's happening. But as I say, at times it's been a bit of a struggle on 40. I thought initially it was going to be really, really lively, but as I say, things may pick up shortly, so fingers crossed. But great to hear you there, Roger, and lovely to get you in the log once again. Mike 7 Fox Lima Lima, Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor, over.
Yep, M0 PV M7 FLL returning. Good one, Clint. Yep, nice to hear you've got a couple of days off there, mate, and with the kids, and so sort of a bit of downtime and have a bit of radio fun as well. The conditions here, well, working conditions still the same as last time we spoke, the F2DX10 and ZS6BKW and the 25 watts, so there's no change there, and you're still on the ANN there, so sounding great and working really well, lovely strong signal. I meant to ask you, Clint, last time we spoke, do you know Freshwater, over?
Yeah, I'm literally just this QTH looks just over the top of Freshwater there, Roger.
Okay, Clint. Yep, I was interested just to know. I stayed in Freshwater it's a lot of years ago now, but I really enjoyed it. I did come to the Isle of Wight 2 or 3 times. I visited the island, and we stayed as a family in Freshwater and done all the usual things, and went to the Needles and Allen Bay and such like, and had a great time over.
Wonderful. So, well, funny enough, I was only at Allen Bay a couple of hours ago, so I do a few odd jobs for them occasionally, and so yeah, I was actually up there not too long ago, earlier on today there, Roger. So yeah, we're kind of between Freshwater and Yarmouth, kind of in between the two. But we're not really that particularly high up, as you know. There's not really many mountains as such here on the island. But in relation to the island, we've got a good takeoff, certainly towards Freshwater Bay, which you may remember, out towards the south. North to northeast is a very clear takeoff over towards Yarmouth, and of course we have the saltwater estuary, and over towards the west is a clear run as well. So it's a good location for the radio there, Roger. Over.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the time we spent there. We stayed in a converted barn, I think it was, if I remember at the time, and it was great, loved it, and Freshwater Bay there, and the views across there is absolutely stunning. In fact, I think I actually got up really early one morning to catch a sunrise there, and took some photos, which I've still got somewhere, but I think that might be on the list again, Clint, to come over there and have another holiday at some stage. I was fantastic, and really enjoyed it. Anyway, Clint, I'll let you get a few more in the log, mate, and you take care of that end, and we'll certainly hook up again. M0OPV, M7FLL, just for the final, Clint, over.
Yeah, okay there, Rog. Well, it's great to hear you again there, mate, and as I say, nice to have a QSO as well. And if you ever do come back to the island, give us a shout there. Kettle's always on here, as I say, to any amateur that's visiting the island. And as I say, be good to catch up there. But yeah, we've been lucky, to be honest, over the last few weeks here. The temperatures have held up pretty nicely. It's about 15 degrees this evening, and well, I should say certainly this afternoon was about 15 degrees. Probably dropped down a little bit now, but overall still mild temperatures for this time of year there, Rog. So long may they continue. All the best then, mate. Enjoy the evening. Good DX to you, and of course we'll be listening out for you further down. Hopefully catch you here on 40 minutes before too long. Mike 7 Fox Lima Lima from Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor 7-3, mate. All the best. Bye bye.
Yep, you take care, mate, and enjoy your time off, and have a great weekend, and make hay while the sun shines, as they say, with the Okay, Clint, thanks for the offer of the tea there, and if I ever come that way again, I'd certainly look you up, no problem. Okay, Clint, M0OPV, M7FLL, clear.
So, Rog, all the best, mate. You take care. Bye-bye.
7-3.
Mike 6 Golf Tango Victor.
Nice loud signal, Mike 6 Golf Tango Victor. Yeah, nice to hear you this evening, Glenn. I hope all is well, mate, and you're booming through 59 plus, Roger.
Yeah, good evening, Clint. M0 Oscar Papa Victor, M6 GTV, in the city of Southampton-on-Sea in the county of Essex, and you're 20 plus to me, my friend. Absolutely superb signal. I think we're going to lose the band soon. It's just kind of slightly deteriorating soon, but yeah, it's absolutely superb to work you again, and you sound superb there, over.
Roger there. Yeah, well, thanks very much for the kind report there, Glenn. And as I say, equally good to hear you also. And well, you're loud and clear here, peaking anywhere between 5.9, maybe 5 to 10 dBs over. But yeah, I've noticed in the last 10 to 20 minutes that the band's just starting to drop off. So I'm not sure how long we'll stay, to be honest. I've got a good friend coming around briefly in a few moments' time. So I may try 20 meters and see what's happening there, Glenn. But hopefully the conditions will hold out. Certainly YC Pop's round, so he's another amateur. But also we're live streaming as well, so there is a link via the QRZ page if you wanted to listen back to yourself. And we're roughly about 39 minutes in there. So, but yeah, you're sounding good, mate. As I say, super strong signal. And as I say, nice to hear you once again there. Over.
Yes, thanks so much there, Clint. You're the same as well, and yeah, great signal. And I heard you was having a bit of time off and this evening, so I hope you've been doing your duties as a father, doing your trick or treats with the kids. I'm a granddad now, so I don't get involved with that now, but yeah, it's and I bet the fireworks are going off over Crashwater tonight, over.
To be honest, I've got the headphones on here, but I would imagine I would still hear them equally. But I haven't heard any as of yet there, Glenn. But so the evening's still early, so you never know. But yeah, we've had a couple of knocks at the doors there. So mainly with family relatives, but of course the kids love all that sort of thing. But as I say, mine are fairly young, so I think probably about now. The wife will be getting them to go to bed, hopefully. But you know what it's like. Once they eat all these sweets, they'll probably be a bit hypo for certainly a little bit longer here this evening. But we'll have to wait and see. As I say, hopefully they won't be disturbing me in the shack. Anyway, good to hear though, Glenn. And as I say, I think looking on the log that we last spoke back a month ago, around the 4th of December. Oh, 4th of September. So yeah, good to hear you in there again, mate. And as I say, hopefully the band will hold out for a little bit longer there. Over.
Yes, okay there, Clint. I won't hold it no longer. I know many stations probably want to work you, and I'll say best of me freeze, and you're sounding superb, and 20 plus is the last over, so the band's holding up, so there you go. So I'll say M0 Oscar Papa Victor M6 GTV, yeah, Clint, great to work you, and I'm looking forward to hearing my audio back on the stream. I always feel like I don't sound like myself, but I've got a different microphone tonight, to be fair, so I'll just hopefully it sounds okay. But 7-3, God bless, and have a great evening, and happy Halloween there, Clint. Over.
Yeah, likewise to you also there, Glenn. All the best, mate. But yeah, well, you're certainly nice and loud. Good DX audio. And as I say, you'll be able to listen back to yourself. But yeah, you're sounding good with me. Thanks for the call there, Glenn. You take care, mate. All the very best there for the rest of the week. And hopefully it won't be too long before we catch one another again here on 40. Mike Sex Golf Tango Victor. Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor. 7-3s, mate. All the best. Bye-bye.
Cheers and beers, Clint. Germany 1, November.
Delta 1, Hotel Victor.
So Delta 1.
Yes, Clint, good evening. Mike 0, OPV, DD1, HV, good evening. Delta 1, Hotel Victor, you are 5-9, over.
Yeah, good to hear you again, Victor. Been a couple of months, but hope you've been keeping well. And nice signal here with me once again into the west coast of the island. You're 59 plus there, Roger.
Yes, thank you for 5-9 plus. You're also 5-9 plus at the moment, working with an FTDX10 and a homebrew dipole. 73 and good DX. Bye-bye, over.
Yeah, thanks for the call there, Victor. And the DX10's sounding really nice. There is a link on the QRZ page to the live stream here on YouTube, so you'll be able to hear what you sound like. But certainly sounding good with me on the headphones this evening. All the best, Victor. Thanks for the call. Delta 1 Hotel Victor, Mike 0 Ocean Papa Victor. 7-3s. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you, Clint. Mike 0 OPV DD1 HV. Thank you very much. And 73 also for the viewers of the live stream. 73. Bye-bye.
73s and calling QRZ here on 40. M0 OPV listening. Did hear a Mike 3 in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike 3, Charlie, Papa Yankee.
Yeah, nice signal there, Lee, and good to also hear you again here on 40. And it's about 5 months ago since we last spoke, so I hope you've been keeping well. And you're also 5x9 plus here into the west coast of the Isle of Wight, over.
Yeah, Curacao, also good signal cracking, over.
Yeah, thanks very much there, Lee. And yeah, well, good to hear. As I say, the band dropped out about 10 minutes ago, but I think everything's all picking up again. So hopefully we'll catch a few before we maybe try a different band. But good to hear you this evening, Lee. And of course, nice to get you in the log there, over.
Yeah, and to you also. Have a good evening, 7-3.
7-3s, mate. All the best, and calling QRZ. Station Romeo Juliet. The station Romeo Juliet. Go ahead.
Okay, from Oscar November 4, Alpha Romeo Juliet.
nice. Oscar November 4, Alpha Romeo Juliet. Also, good evening to you, and nice to hear you in there. Patrick, name's Clint, like Charlie Lima, India November Tango. QTH here is on the south coast of the UK, onto a very small island called the Isle of Wight. You're 59 plus, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, Clint, I saw it on the QRZ.com. You're 59 plus 30 dB on my end-fed wire antenna. Great signal. Okay, good luck, 73s. Catch you later. Bye-bye, thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Patrick, and thanks for the great report as well, and beaming straight towards your direction. All the best, mate. Keep up the good work. 73s, bye-bye.
Hello, Whiskey. Germany 1, November Radio. Mexico 3, Sugar.
I think it was Germany 1, November Radio. Good evening to you, and booming signal. Loud and clear here into the west coast of the Isle of Wight. You're 5x9 plus, Roger.
Yeah, good evening, Clint. M0OPV, G1NNR returning. Thanks for picking us out. Care for you guys calling you. I'm only over the road from you, really. I'm just down in Poole in Dorset, so can probably practically see your house from here. But good to hear you. I do hear you guys, yourself, and I think it's Keith, off and on 20 metres DXing, and sometimes have a bit of an earwig to see if I can hear what you can hear, which I usually can, but not always. But anyway, good to speak to you for the first time. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, Dave. Yeah, well, you'll have to join us one evening there. We're always open to more the merrier. And as I say, if you hear us in there, give us a call and join in. But yeah, Keith's a very good friend of mine. And as I say, maybe a little bit later on we may try 20 minutes, and Keith may join me. But as I say, he doesn't tend to go on 40 minutes, so it's just me down here at the moment. But anyway, good to hear you though, Dave. And I was only in Bournemouth at the weekend. And just for one night, we stayed in the Hilton Hotel, which was rather nice, and just got away whilst the kids were at the mother-in-law's. So made the most of the opportunity, and occasionally it's nice to just visit Bournemouth, as I say, only for one night, but it's a nice short break. Good to hear you though, Dave. And as I say, I know you're not too far away, but of course you're solid 59 plus there, QSL.
Yeah, roger that, Clint. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your stay in on the Isle of Wight early this year. I don't know if you were aware of the motorsports event that was being run at Sandown on the Isle of Wight. Well, I was one of the competitors in the event, which was great fun. We had the weekend over there in Sandown, and the weather was very kind indeed, so thoroughly enjoyed it. But anyway, I'll let you get on. I was actually just testing this old radio. It's an old ST767, so I'm going to dive on the live stream in a minute just to see what it sounds like. It's pushing on, not far off 40 years old now, so it's not doing too bad, but it's a new one in my collection, so just putting it through its paces, Clint. Anyway, have a good evening, and we'll catch you next time. All the best.
Yeah, okay then, Dave. Well, there's a link on the QRZ page which will take you straight to the YouTube live stream. And no, you're sounding great with me, and very, very nice crisp audio coming through. And yeah, well done on the motor racing. Hopefully you won a few races there, Dave. And unfortunately, I didn't hear about that. Otherwise, we probably may have popped over. As I say, I don't really follow too much on the social media, which is where it may have been advertised. So maybe we'll listen out and hopefully maybe catch you over on the next one. Maybe if we catch one another on the radio, you can just drop me a reminder. Maybe I'll pop on over. All the best though, Dave. Enjoy the evening, mate. And don't forget, if you're around on 20 minutes anytime soon and you hear Keith and I, definitely give us a shout there, and you can join in for some DX. All the best though, mate. Enjoy the evening. G1NNR from M0OPV. 73s. Bye-bye.
Yeah, cheers, Clint. Have a good evening. 73.
Mike 0, Sierra Kilowatt, America.
There's a stranger, and hope all is well, Dave. How are you keeping, mate, over?
Yeah, M0OPV, M0SKA. All good there, Clint. And I was about to say that to you. I haven't heard you in ages, Clint, but nice surprise on 40 tonight, Clint. I've sent you a little clip as well. A recording, Clint, off OBS. Anyway, you're 15 to 20 dB over, Clint. Big signal.
Yeah, well, equally there, Dave, well over the S9 always here with me. And no, good to hear you, mate. As I say, I haven't been on that much, as you know, really mainly because we had a lot of storms over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And as you know, I'm not able to put the antenna up, so I actually ended up putting up a half-wave NFED, which will cover 40, 20, 15 and 10. It's one of the UK antennas. It's not up too high, but it will probably work better for inter-G on 40 metres at least, and it will perform better over the beam. So I'm yet to properly give it a try, but of course this evening we've got such a nice still evening. Spent all the time today with the kids, so I said to the wife I'm going to pop on the radio for an hour or two. Got a friend coming round, he's also an amateur, he may pop round shortly. Yeah, we're live streaming at the moment there, Dave, so you can have a listen back to yourself, and I think we're about so if you go back to about 49 minutes, you'll be able to hear yourself. But as always though, mate, fantastic audio, and complemented with that mighty big signal as always there, Dave, over.
Yeah, okay, Clint, very good. Well, I'm not using a different mic. I've tweaked the audio a little bit, but I'm constantly tweaking something, Clint. But fine on the antenna situation, and yeah, I get it. With the weather you get down there, you've got to be a bit choice on the style and design of the antenna, so all good. But sounds like you're enjoying a little bit of DX as well. I've been working quite a lot of DX, Clint, and filling the logbook up nicely, Clint. And no wind damage, by the way, so we got away with that one. But you're sounding well. You're sounding well. Right, listen, I'll let you crack on. I'll have a look at the live stream. I'll send you that video. Great to catch up. Don't be a stranger. M0OPV, M0SKA. 73 for now.
Yeah, okay, Dave. Well, I just, if you listen back on that live stream, I've given you, well, basically I had initially when we were first talking, the noise reduction was off, and then I've just enabled it towards the end of the QSO, so you can have a listen to both variations, but both sounding really nice. So I think with the noise reduction too, you sound even more like a broadcast station. So all the tweaks are paying off, that's for sure there, Dave. But as I say, every time you've got really nice audio coming through, and looked at the meter, and solid 30 dBs over the S9. So strongest signal in the log this evening there, Dave. But it's great to hear you again, and hopefully we'll catch you before too long, mate. A good friend of mine's just turned up, so perfect timing. And as I say, hopefully I'll maybe give you a shout when I've got the NFED half-wave in as well there, Dave. But you take care, mate. 73s, and hopefully it won't be too long before we catch one another again here on 40. M0SKA from M0OPV, over.
Yeah, okay, Clint, hello to your 20 dB over throughout that last over, Clint, so conditions are holding up nice. Okay, take care. Nice to hear you. M0OPV, M0SKA, clear.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Dave. Yeah, you take care, mate. And as I say, we'll catch up soon. But appreciate the call, and good that you're keeping all well. And as I say, sounding good as always. All the best then, Dave. 73s, mate. M0SKA from M0OPV. 73s.
Mike 3, Sugar Mike Delta. M3, Sugar Mike Delta.
2 Mike Delta, break station.
I'm just going to take one or two more calls. Got a good friend here, just joined me here in the shack, and as I say, I better attend to Gary. And as I say, but I'll just take one or two more calls before we go QRT. Calling QRZ40, Mike 0 Ocean, Papa Victor, listening.
Mike 3, Sugar Mike Delta. Mexico 3, Sugar Mike Delta.
Mike 3, Sierra Mike Delta. Good evening. You're 59 plus into the Isle of Wight, over.
Okay, you're also 5 and 9. The name this side is Anthony, and I'm in the city of Doncaster. QSL?
Yeah, QSL there. Nice to hear you from the city of Doncaster, and good to hear this evening, Anthony. And as I say, good signal, 59 plus. Name's Clint, like Charlie Lima, India November Tango. QTH here is on the west coast of the Isle of Wight, over.
Yes, okay, no problem. Like I say, you're 30 over there, 30 over that, over. Okay, nothing wrong with you. I know the station's calling, so 73 for now, and thank you for the support.
Yeah, thanks very much for the call there, Anthony, and appreciate the call. You take care. 73s, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Echo 0, Mike,
Golf Whiskey 0, Radio Mike Bravo.
Golf Whiskey 0, Radio Mike Bravo. Yeah, fantastic signal, Stu. 5x9 plus here into the island, and good to hear this evening, over.
Yes, fine business, Clint. You're also booming into North Wales. Very nice indeed, 59 and 20 dB over. So sounding great this evening, Clint, as usual, over.
Yeah, well, thanks very much there, Stu. And wow, you're sounding really good. As I say, listen back to yourself on the live stream, YouTube. We're roughly about 54 minutes in, so you'll see how good you're sounding. But nice to hear you again there, Stu, and I hope all is well. And as I say, nice conditions finally back here on 40, over.
Yeah, fine business indeed. Yeah, like I said, you're booming in. Yeah, we've had one of those overcast days here in Wales today. Just been cloudy, low cloud all day, and temperature's been about 15. So, like you say, autumn's on the way, and autumn's been, and winter's on the way, I think. Anyway, Clint, we won't hold you to it. You sound very busy frequency this evening, and I don't think you're going to stay on too long. But pleasure to speak to you, and thank you very much for coming back to the call. Anyway, we'll wish you 73s on this one, Clint. Mike Zero OPV from Golf Whiskey Zero Radio Mike Bravo. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Yeah, okay then, Stu. Yeah, well, I've got a good friend just joined me here in the shack. He's also an amateur, and I better get the kettle on and make him a cup of tea. But anyway, you're 59 plus 20 dBs over on the peak with me there, Stu. And as I say, lovely audio coming through, so superb. All the best though, mate. Enjoy the evening. Golf Whiskey Zero Radio Mike Bravo, Mike Zero Oscar Papa Victor, 73s.
73s, Clint. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
I'll just take one last call, calling QRZ, M0OPV, listening.
Mexico, Sugar Queen 5, Kilo Whiskey Juliet.
Station Kilo Whiskey Juliet.
Sugar Queen 5, Kilo Whiskey Juliet.
Is that Sierra Quebec 5, Kilo Whiskey Juliet, over?
Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, thanks very much for coming back to the call, and certainly nice to hear you into the Isle of Wight this evening there, Vic. Name's Clint, like Charlie Lima India November Tango, and you're also 5 by 9, 59, Roger?
Yeah, Roger. N0OPV, this is Sugar Queen 5 KWJ. Hello, Clint. Nice to talk to you for the first time, and I'm located, my name is probably spotted on the QRZ page, and I'm located in a small village, Maranina, which is 40 kilometers to the northeast of Warsaw in central Poland. You're coming in at 5.9 over here. I'm running 500 watts right now. Can I ask you a question, Clint? Over?
Yeah, go ahead, Vic.
Okay, Clint, what I heard later is that you have the power limit rate in GB lately. Is that true? Over?
Could you repeat that question? There was someone tuning in at the same time there, Vic, over?
Okay, I'm asking about the permissible power, the power limit, which has been actually raised lately, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, if you have a full license, it's 1 kilowatt is the legal limit, over?
Okay, but is that the ERT as the 400 watts used to be?
Yeah, that's correct. So we're running about 400 watts on the peak here at the moment, over?
Okay, Clint. Okay, I won't hold you longer because you got a guest coming and many people waiting probably to have a chat with you. So, okay, M0OPV, this is Sugar Queen 5 KWJ, wishing you all the best, and 73, Clint.
Yeah, okay then, Vic. Yeah, but you have everything correct there. As I say, they recently increased the legal limits from 400 to 1 kilowatt. But nice to hear you though, Vic. And as I say, doing a marvellous job. Wonderful signal coming through, and great to meet you here for the first time on 40. All the best from me, and look forward to catching you further down. Sierra Quebec 5 Kilo Whiskey Juliet, Mike Zero Oscar Papa Victor. 73s, mate. Bye bye.
Okay, many thanks. Bye bye.
Golf 1 Romeo Hotel Bravo.
Delta Mexico 2 Foxtrot X-ray.
Romeo Hotel Bravo, Clint.
That's all right.
Delta 2 Foxtrot X-ray.
Golf 1 Romeo Hotel Bravo.
Yeah, okay, just going to make this the final call because I really must make Gary a cup of tea. But the station Golf 1 Hotel Radio Bravo. Go ahead.
It's Golf 1 Romeo Hotel Bravo, Clint. We've only spoken once since I've been living back in the UK, but we used to talk on my Lima Zulu 4 Delta Juliet when I lived in Varna, Bulgaria. The name's Keith, over.
Yeah, okay, Keith. Yeah, that rings a bell. And wow, great to hear you on 40. And as I say, good to hear you on the home call as well. As I say, your good signal, also 5x9 plus. And as I say, nice to catch you on 40 metres this evening, Keith. Over.
Okay, Clint. Well, I'll not hold it too long. I was just about to go off and I heard you and thought I'll just give you a call. Beautiful 5.9 plus also, mate. Very, very nice to get you. I'm just using about 90 watts, 90 watts on a DX Commander Signature 9, which is just sat on the back garden on the floor. But this week I've bought a cobweb, so I'm hoping to get that up on the roof. So maybe it'll be a bit better next week. But nice to work you, Clint. You stay safe and well, my friend, and we'll talk again very soon. Over.
Yeah, okay then, Keith. Yeah, well, the DX Commander antennas, they're certainly a very good performing antenna. I've got one here in the back garden. It's not in use at the moment just because I use the beam generally when the weather conditions allow. But hopefully I'll get that back up and running as well soon. But you can listen back to how you're sounding there, Keith. I'm live streaming. I'm going to make you my last one, so you'll be roughly on the hour there. So you'll be able to see how you're sounding. Nice to catch you though, Keith, and good to hear on the home call as well. And I'm sure, no doubt, we'll catch you here on 40 or one of the other bands very, very soon. But appreciate the call this evening, Keith. Wish you a very good evening, and hopefully we'll catch you further down before too long. G1 RHB from M0 OPV. 7-3s, mate. All the best. Bye-bye.
G1 RHB 7-3, my friend. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Fine. Now we'll go and QRT, and hopefully we'll catch all the other stations trying to call very, very soon. But in the meantime, thanks very much for trying, and hopefully, as I say, we'll be back here on 40. All the best from M0 OPV, now QRT.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Clint, no problem. We'll catch you further down the line.